why it's important to pay your bills on time. Hi, I'm 𝘽𝙞𝙡 from Lifestyle Finance Australia, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the two main reasons why it's critical that we pay our bills on time. And if you find value in this, please feel free to comment, share, tag some friends, because the more we help each other out, the better it is. So the first real reason why we need to pay our bills on time is what I would call the obvious reason. These are the main reasons why I see things come across my desk and why finance deals will get declined. And it's if you're not having your direct debits come out of your accounts cleanly, if you're not paying your existing financial commitments on time, like your credit cards, your loans, your mortgages. It used to be that banks never used to talk to each other. There was no way one bank could see what was going on with another bank. However, now they have this thing called positive reporting, and it literally shows your repayment history. Nothing is hidden anymore. And you're graded on a numbering system. So if you pay your repayments on your loans and your credit cards on time, you get a nice 0, which is what we want to see. But if you're less than 30 days, if you're between 0 to 30 days late, you'll get a 1. If you're between 30 to 60 days late, you'll get a 2. Between 60 to 90 days late, you'll get a 3, and so on, and along that numbering grade goes. And if you've got too many late recorded payments, even if you're making plenty of money, but because you haven't been managing this stuff on time, when we submit your finance application to a lender, this is the first thing they're looking at to see how you're managing your existing commitments. And if they can't see this managed well, they're going to instantly decline your application, which in most cases, you can more than happily afford the repayments. It's just in terms of the organization of how you're managing your money hasn't been taken care of in a way that needs to reflect you as being a good applicant for finance. And the other thing within that too, with the positive reporting, is also our bank account conduct. So if we're letting our accounts overdraw and we're forgetting when our direct debits are, we're seeing things dishonor for simple things like gym memberships or health insurance, like really nothing things. If banks see too much of this on your bank statements when you're applying for finance, these are other reasons that can push you into higher risk categories, so you end up paying more on your interest rates than necessary, or it'll decline your finance. Now, that's the first reason, and that's sort of like the obvious thing about why you'd want to pay your bills and manage your financial commitments on time. But I want to go one level deeper with you, and this is the second reason, and this is more of a vibrational level. And what I've noticed is that there's a direct correlation between your ability to pay your bills on time and the amount of abundance you can create and actualize into your reality. Because, you know, who doesn't want to live a life of their dreams where they can spend abundantly and have that holiday and get that car and get the house and, you know, spoil their loved ones? And where we can have a block in our ability to call more money in and create a more abundant life is if our unconscious mind thinks that it is not safe with our current level of money. So if we look at our bank account and we look at that and go, I don't even want to look at that, what it's unconsciously programming your mind is that no matter how much money comes into that bank account, you're going to have a relationship of, I don't want to deal with that. So vibrationally, you're actually repelling the amount of money that could be in your life that you could be enjoying. So it's so important that from a vibrational level, we actually look at what's coming into our accounts, what's going out of our accounts, making sure that we're honoring our financial commitments, because it's a twofold thing. One, when it's honored and we feel good about it, we feel on top of our finances, we're able to call more money in. And for some of us that are in business, if we're not honoring our commitments going out, how can we expect people honoring our invoices that we're sending out? So if you're not paying things on time, be curious to see, are people honoring your invoices and paying them on time? And it's amazing what happens when we clean this up, how quickly things can shift and how quickly we can call abundance in, that all of a sudden we start honoring our commitments. Magic. People that owe us money start paying us on time, or even before time, which is, you know, if you're in business, it's exactly what you want. So I'm going to leave you with an invitation. And my invitation is this. please have a look at the ins and outs of your accounts. Please note down the dates that you have financial commitments, whether it be loans, credit cards, mortgages, or even just simple things like everyday run-of-the-mill direct debits like insurances or gym memberships or whatever it is, even Netflix for example, and making sure that you've got enough money in the account to make that payment when it's due, because this is the secret to calling in more abundance in your life, because how we think, feel and behave around money will ultimately influence how we experience it. So I've hoped you found value in this, and if you have, as I said earlier, please tag, share with a friend, and much love, Kelly.